Another standoff between a huge established corporation and a small-time family business occurred back in 2001. In Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, there was an Indian fast food restaurant named McCurry, which was meant to be short for a Malaysian chicken curry.
I'm not so sure that was the honest truth. However,
this was set to be a long legal slog through 2 courts. It started in 2001 and the court decided in favour of the supergiant McDonald's, but the stubborn and strong Malaysian owners stood their ground and they appealed. In 2006, McDonald's took the case from a high court to a federal court. A decision was finally made in 2009 in favour of the small-time Indian fast food outlet. Another win for the small guys.
Paytm has entered into a legal battle against the US-based popular e-wallet company PayPal after they filed a trademark infringement case against its Indian counterpart in the Indian Trademark Office. According to the PayPal, Paytm uses color patterns in its logo similar to those PayPal uses. The notice also states that Paytm used the word pay, which has high recollection value and rings very similar to PayPal. The company has claimed that Paytm wouldn't have done it unless they wanted to tap into their global reputation and grow its user base. Even as layman, one has to admit that Paytm's choice of color scheme is bound to cause confusion. Let's take a glance at the details.
After 3 days of deliberations, a San Jose, California jury reached a verdict in the partial retrial of Apple's lawsuit against Samsung. The South Korean company was ordered to pay Apple $290 million.
Apple said it was owed $380 million. Samsung put the number around $52 million. Now, just for background here, remember it was a year ago that a jury awarded Apple $1 billion.
But the judge then cut almost half the payout and ordered a partial retrial, stating the jury miscalculated damages. Samsung and Apple are the world's 2 biggest smartphone makers. The lawsuit came after Apple claimed Samsung's phones copied fundamental iPhone features. Leading up to this most recent litigation, Samsung tried multiple times to halt the trial. Tuesday, the company requested a mistrial, claiming Apple's attorney made racist comments during closing arguments. Then, the very next day, it filed an emergency motion to stop the trial based on an earlier ruling by the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office rejecting one of Apple's patents. Neither motion worked, and Apple said the tactics, quote, crossed the bounds of reason. There will most likely be an appeal by Samsung, which has argued that Apple doesn't own beautiful and sexy. For Newsy, I'm Jasmine Bailey.